Hello, family and YouTubers. Welcome to an episode of SiGGz Instructs. Really, I'm just wanting to show off the thingy-mabob I've made. Everybody, look at my wonderful camera. Today, I'm just really covering Jamie Photoshop. How to do textures, really, because that's what I've been working on this entire time. Painting this camera has been taking me hours and hours of work. Just a heads up, if you see any imperfections, I know that these lines, which your mouse was running along, fucking Photoshop can't leave me alone for 3 seconds, aren't running perfectly parallel up and down. That is a problem because, well, problem from this red line that I have cut down the center and pressed that camera lens black and then painted on it. And it was quite difficult to get these lines, which suddenly became turned into a semicircle or a sunset. I couldn't paint straight along them. If I was to do this again, I would highlight the seams along here like that and cut it up that way. But those are lessons for the future. That's why I'm doing this sort of stuff. So if you by imperfections, I'm not talking about those sorts of things. I'm talking about if you see bright orange or green, something crazy like that. That's what I've meant to be there. Got the plugs, so looking all fine. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. The show and tell portion of the video over, done with. Goodbye. This hopefully file open, showing out what it looks like pressed flat. There we go. Camera Joe head wrap. Boop 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 boop. So that there. Why are you unzooming? You should be zooming. Don't unzoom zoom. Good. Okay. Weird. Layer. Boom. So that UV layer that you're seeing there, that weird set of lines, is the program's recognition of the image pressed flat. Go in, you paint all this stuff behind it, and then get rid of the UV. And that's how you paint stuff. But we're not interested in that just at this very moment. But that's the display portion of the video done. What I want to do, if you stick around, I'm going to show you how to take a simple object and paint it. I'm going to start with a real easy one. We're going to use just this square. I'm not going to build our own object or anything. It's a starting square. Put this blank file away for now. So, how do we unwrap this into such a way that we can paint it? Well, everyone's seen the origami crosses that can be folded up into squares. We're just going to do that. We're in our edit mode. We've got our edge selector. We're going to grab edge, 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 edge. Yeah, okay. And then I mark these seams. Shading, there it is, mark seam. Boom. Unselect, you see they've turned red. Grab the whole thing, press U, unwrap it. Click up here and go over to our UV editing. And brilliant, it's created our nice upside down cross. Then save, not the file, but here we go, the image. One of these down here is saved. UVs, export UV layout. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Call this blank square. Let's get rid of square. It's not a square, it's just a cube. Perfectly square cube. Okay, I've just done my head. Is both. Don't think about it, Rob. Stop thinking about it. Cool. Let's move on to making the thing. We'll just save this on the desktop for now. Export that UV layout. Boop, 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 boop. Cool, and we're done here for now. What we do is we grab our Photoshop off to the side and grab our UV layout, blank cube, drag it straight in there. I don't know why this is locked. Break. Coffee break. It's an important part about working as a coffee. Revitalizing. Okay, right. Blank Photoshop file. Drag it in. Bazinga! That's what we want. Fully dooly. There's our layer 0. It's got to be a blank file. I don't know how to create a blank file except by accident, but there we have it. So, what color dye do we want? Let's go interesting. Let's go with a pink dye. Oh yeah. Love pink. Pinks are pretty. Brush. Big old brush. Even bigger brush. Sweet. You know, done. I've made error. I put all that onto our UV layer, so we can't actually see what we're doing. What you need is a new layer. Layer beneath our UV layer. What you really don't want to do, which is what I did, is mess with your UV layout. That is our map. We need it at all times, except when you're saving it. You don't need to see the map. No, you do need to see the map. Don't listen to my words. Just do as I do, not as I say. I've done it to the UV layout again. This is why it takes me forever to produce anything. Stupid. Okie dokie. Go back to a normal size. We've got our pink dye. Everything's going to be pink. And now we paint on the faces. So some small dots. Let's go to 60 pixels. Fine, 61 pixels. Orange. Boom, boom. And this will be our one face. On the other side, so the sides always add up to 7 on both sides of a dice. Be our 6 face. Now, if you really wanted to measure it out, paint this pretty perfectly. I'm not interested in perfection. Let's make this our 3 face, or across from it, 4 face, our 2 face, our 5 face. Boop, boop, boop. Now what I'm going to do is just take it a little bit lighter, take a couple of pixels off the brush size, and what this is doing is you can barely notice it, but in a 3D scape, that darkening around the outside will translate to almost an embossed effect. They look slightly more like the dots have been drilled into the dye and then painted inside the hole, like dye normally are. So it hasn't, it's a lie. It's a beautiful lie. Okie dokie. So now we don't need our map. Looked at our map, we don't need it, and we can save this image. Save as. Say blank cube, it's not a blank cube anymore. It is now a pink dye. And we'll save that straight to the desktop. Blank cube. Oh, I didn't want it as a Photoshop file. Yeah, save as. Still a pink dye. PNG. There we go. That's what I've not done. And this Photoshop file is trash. Okie dokie. Drag this over to UV. Up. Expand this. There we go. Go to our default view. Oh no, it's still grey. Why is it still grey? Because we're in solid view. Texture. Sweet. So, I only see 2 dye. Besides, that's not because the whole dye is not painted. because of this being our lamp, being a bad lamp. So we can duplicate it though. Shift D, duplicate it. Shift D, duplicate it. Move it all around so you can see every side of your amazing creation. Boop, 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 boop. And there you have it. One ink die. The embossing didn't really come off the way I planned it. Probably some darker greys along the edges there. On the inside edge, a light grey. On the, I guess on the outside edge, a light grey. The inside edge, a dark grey. And some bump mapping. When I learn how to do bump mapping, I'll teach you. But the next time we visit this die, because I'm going to save it, pink die, maybe, or maybe I'll just create a new one for the next tutorial. I'll get back to you when we can roll this sucker. I'm going to create a program and show you guys how to create that same program, how to roll this die. Hopefully, one is to get it to recognize even which face is on the top. But that's a story for another time. That's the basics you've seen now of UV wrapping, and I hope it was simple, educational. Until next time, use odd-coloured dye as often as possible. I just think it's much more fun. Bye.